Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. So if you enjoy that kind of weird, wild content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers this year to celebrate my 9th anniversary of making YouTube content. But right now, I'm very excited to be checking out the second most popular project on all of tabletop games. That is Tanares RPG 5e. RPG Adventure Plus Supplement for 5th edition with Ed Greenwood, Amy... by Dragoric Games. It's already raised $1 million, which is spectacular. So, and it's only been up for, I think, for a day or two right now. So I'm very excited to see what this is doing to try and capture the buzz. I'm going to guess they probably have a really big pre-built fan base because while it is nice they have this giant dragon here, I don't think that's enough. I think there's got to be a little bit more here. But I do like the fact we're spotlighting that this is going to be a set of 3 books and they're going to come with this nice little case. And if you want, you can even afford to get this cool dragon. It looks like there's a map down here. I'm seeing glimpses of what's going on. I'd like to see zoomed in a little bit more, but I'm happy with what I got here. It looks great. And then, yeah, when we zoom in, so we're starting to see the details on this dragon and just this, I don't know if this is actually to scale, but if that's to scale, that is just, whoo, that's impressive. But as always, when I click on this, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
Welcome to Tanares, a dystopian high fantasy campaign setting for the world's greatest role-playing game. In Tanares, whenever war was waged, the bloodshed some...
Almost, I don't think they need it, but it's almost to the point where I'd say maybe some, what are the words down below? I'm drawing a complete blank on what those are called. You know what I'm talking about, though. I can understand what you're saying, but I could see how some people might be a little bit on the harder side to do that.
Frenzied Avatar dragon.
I think it's also factored in with how loud that background music is. I think if that were lowered just a smidge, I think it'd be easier to hear the narrator as well.
Bury the civilizations involved through cataclysms that reset history and forever changed the landscape.
Cool. Love how there's just spotlighted that is a double-sided map. It makes me want the map even more.
This shifting, fragmented world is held together by an empire that forbids large armed gatherings. With few high-level adventurers out there, your party may quickly become one of the most powerful units of the world and effect real change to all aspects of the scenario.
Player versus player. Now, I will admit, I am a noob when it comes to tabletop role-playing game, but I didn't even realize that you could go player versus player in tabletop role-playing, and that, whoa, that's exciting! That gets me excited, personally. That's really cool to know, and I like the fact they spotlighted that there. Okay.
Oh. One of many ways you can experience this power is tracking and slaying the Avatar dragons.
Wow.
A new type of creature like no other you've ever seen.
Oh, free today. And that right there partially explains why this has $1 million already in just a day or two launch. And it's because they're saying you get this giant free dragon just for the first day. So I'm wondering how they're going to pivot. I almost wish we would have checked this out a couple days later to see how they pivot after the first day is over. Or is the first day over? They just now kind of rubbing it in my face. Ha ha, you missed the first day. You can't get this free giant dragon. I'm interested to see how this proceeds.
The source book comes with hundreds of rich pages filled with adventure hooks and settings for this scenario or any other.
And I like the fact they are including a little bit of text down here telling me exactly what I'm getting.
For this scenario
and at 500 something or other down here.
The complete resource for character and team creation is in the Player's Guide to Tanares with 4 interesting unique classes: Dragon Blade, Redeemer, Elementalist.
This is almost, if you are familiar with board games, this almost feels like the next step in what Gloomhaven is. Gloomhaven, I think, is more of a board gamey version of this, but this feels like if they just kept going in that direction but turned it more into a role-playing game, which I think is massively appealing.
And Mad Walker. This extensive hardcover
extensive playtest, love it.
Backgrounds, monsters, archetypes for each of the original classes.
Oh my.
Although essential in Tanares, they work perfectly in any other
That was
settings.
sexy. That was a sexy shot.
All of this comes together in epic fashion.
Solo
In an
mode
adventure.
add-on, no master, so you can play this solo mode. That's spectacular. And quite honestly, that's one of the things that I would have let me know right at the door. I think that's so insanely potentially valuable to some people that I would almost let them know just a little bit earlier, but I'm glad they did spotlight in the video.
Where you assemble a team and develop one of several headquarters in an open world with special dungeons like you've never seen.
Oh, just keep going. The
Treasure
pages.
hunt while investigating the truth of a remarkable plot, full of twists and intriguing agents.
Oh, that's the inside of the box. That's so slick.
Player's Guide to Tanares and Adventure in the Realms of Madness are 3 books with more than 700 pages. Get them all in the essential kit to receive a protective slipcase, an exquisite double-sided poster map,
Oh, yeah.
a deluxe master screen,
And give it.
and miniatures that represent each of the 4 new classes.
Oh, yeah.
Join the party. Check out all the content, opportunities, and
I like one keyword they just used there. Join the party. Not back our Kickstarter. Not support us. Join our party. Which kind of lets me feel like, oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun campaign. Hopefully we're going to be unlocking things or seeing daily unlocks or stretch goals or voting or something like that. I'm going to hold that to you. I hope this is a party.
massive discounts.
Ooh, massive discounts. Love it. Oh, look at all this. And this is the all-in. And so that's
Back now.
that's the big one that they want everyone to buy. This is the whale, we like to call it. And look at that. Oh my gosh, that giant box with that giant thing. And it's just, oh my god.
Kickstarter.
Okay, so once again, do I want it? I'm not the biggest role player, but yeah, I want that. That just was so well done. That video was top notch. I don't role play and I still want it. So I imagine if you role play, you're like, ooh, hot diggity dog. Can you do it? That's where we're going to need to get in here. Dragori Games. Okay. 3 created, 23 back. We love the combination of RPGs, board games, good stories, and miniatures. With this undying love and a lot of hard work with the 3 friends, Alex, Clayton, and Dan created Dragori Games under the dream and mission to create tabletop projects that sit on everybody's tables, not shelves. Oh, I like that. Our first accomplishment was Arena the Contest, successfully fulfilled to please backers who are almost unanimous in their excellent review of its cooperative and PvP game modes. Excellent, spotlighting what we've done. I'm still going to check it out, but that's awesome. This is what I think you should be doing in this section. We don't need to know that you're a single dad who's a teacher or something like that. It's like, I feel like it's more important to, this is where you need to convince me of why I want to support you. You can mention that other stuff, though, too. I think that's important, but this, I think, is more important. The expansion comes with more than 300 hours of gameplay. Okay, so that area looks good. We got 3 here, so we should have some decent comments and updates, because we got the collaborators to help out. Let's check it out. Tanares Adventures, Arena of the Conquest. So let's see how these things are doing. 2 other projects. 21,000 comments. Oh my god. What's going on? That's a lot. That's scary. Madness Box Productions. Hey, first of all, thanks for your patience in face of being bombarded with constant news about the free Gold Dragon and Mythical Pack new campaign Arc and Villains. So pretty much they have been juicing their previous comment section and getting those people excited so they'd be here day one, and that's how you get $1 million. A new quest arc for Tanares, adventure plus more, surprise gifts. You need to read this. Let's just make sure this is a flaming dumpster fire in the comments. I'm going to guess it's probably not. Reading the comments during the last days, I must admit I'm totally confused. Looked at my Crowd Ox confirmation. I find the Legendary Box Reworked Heroes and the Core Box Reworked Heroes, which should be the Hero Box 1 and 2, right? Or are there any additional... Wow, I don't know what the hell any of that means. Yes, that's correct. We will receive Hero Box 1 and 2. 35 minutes left to go in the free Gold Dragon on the new Tanares RPG campaign. If you're still contemplating whether or not to join, now is the time to jump on board. If you change your mind before that campaign closes, you can always drop out again. Okay, so they have people who are legit excited about this big thing right now, which tells me that this probably isn't a flaming dumpster fire, but we will check Arena of the Contest. But does anybody have this? Is this actually out? I can't tell. Madness, a new quest, surprise gifts, important message, great news. Tanares, wow, they are blasting this fulfillment update. Here we go. Fulfillment is still undergoing full steam with many backers having received their rewards. At least one of the parcels. Awesome. So that one is already shipping, and I'm going to guess that this one probably... Wow, they are really stoking these comment sections in these updates. Top notch right here. You want to know how you hit $1 million? You get fan loyalty by keeping these comment sections. Is this one still alive? Because that's insane. Like, interested in a chance to win the new Tanares? Okay, so not as, but still, wow, 16,000. That is tickling those Kickstarter algorithms. Top notch. Miniatures Evolution unboxing, Laos hours. Yeah, so I'm going to assume, can you do it? Yes. Big fat yes check mark. I feel comfortable there. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Hopefully we don't beat around the bush. We get straight to the price. In particular of what you know we want to buy, which is the whole giant shebang. Dragora Games became well known for going all out in its tabletop project after raising more than $4 million worldwide. I love it. Spotlighting one of the three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? This one, they're spotlighting. Can you do it? Yeah. We had a $4 million project. We know what we're doing. No worries. I love spotlighting that. Continuing to spare no effort to deliver the ultimate best, they proudly present a complete supplement for the 5th edition of the world's greatest role-playing games, Tanares RPG for 5e, with the participation of these people right here. And yes, 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 I feel like Daniel Bryan, damn it, yes. This is what I love to see. If you have big names on your project, then you spotlight early and potentially often what those people have done and why I should be excited about this project, because I see so many other Kickstarter projects who have a big name and they don't go in depth about the name. So let's see. Creator of the Forgotten Realms and other fantasy worlds where he gave some of the most iconic characters in the history of D&D, Fallout 3 and 4, Skyrim, Elder Scroll, and I love the fact that they're spotlighting these. Geek and Sundry, Candlekeep Mysteries, Gygax, wow, Gygax, AD&D, TSR, they're spotlighting the things that are going to impress me, and I love this. This is great. I still think a price would be spectacular right here, but I see the polish. More coming soon. Oh, so there's more people writing for this. Oh, that's spectacular too. Awesome. So featured add-on. Free today only. Kickstarter only. Order an essential kit or hire to get a huge dragon mini for free. So here's the first thing I would do. I would get rid of this. You know, I would get rid of this. Because now that I can't get it, it's just like, I want this and I can't get it. Wah. But I do like the fact, and look at this. I think this is great. And I think board game companies don't do this enough. They're showing me what the regular minis look like as opposed to how stinking huge and big this one is. And I can't miss out on this one. Can you miss out on this one? Are you disappointed you missed out on this one? I mean, because, yeah, it was free today. Only today. So, that's how you get 1 million. Good for them. This dragon is the biggest in our huge minis collection. The box includes, and look at this, they're giving us an idea of how large the box is going to be. Excellent. Once again, this is something I try and hammer home on the board game Kickstarter critiques, because some board game companies don't do it. I get the idea of how massive this box is probably going to be after seeing this image and seeing this image put together. Very well done. Introductions. Options for beginners, entertainment for experts. And I like the fact that they're mentioning that. This is for everybody. Player's Guides to Tanares, beginners for easy to learn new classes, experts for different, create your thing. So they're going briefly through what's in each one of the books. This is cool. I just want to see a price. That's all I want to do. Just rip off the Band-Aid. I know I'm probably going to spend like, what, $150, $200, something crazy. I know we're already there. Just show me. Play more, play with, play against, play solo. That actually really intrigues me, being able to do a lot of stuff. Why pledge now? Get it? And that's what I said during the video. Just the fact that you can go team PvP and solo, like, it's promising a lot. Get it cheap. We will never offer these rewards for lower prices. Get more, help unlock stretch goals, and even translations. Oh my gosh, no, this is a cardinal sin. I hate the organization of this Kickstarter right now. And I know it's raised $1 million, but let's be quite frank, it's raised $1 million because you're giving away a free Dragon Mini on the first day. It's not because of the organization of the paid, but I think it could be raising more if it had better organization. Because as I always say, once you get funded, your goal is no longer to get funded. Your goal is to, oh my gosh, if we have stretch goals, how can we get people as excited as least humanly possible, and then get this thing so it stays, you know, in the top 3, the top 6 popularity chart, so people are going to be seeing it every time they click on Kickstarter and they're searching. And so I think having stretch goals up higher, because I'm sure we're going to be hitting a whole boatload of stretch goals, is just the way to go. But I'm excited to see the stretch goals now. But hey, we're finally the pledge tiers. I'm happy, but I'm excited for stretch goals. I want to see those pledge tiers. 1 digital book, $25. Okay. Hardcover book plus PDF. Okay, that's one of the hardcover books. $69. This gets you all digital books and files. This is everything digital. The Essential Kit, this is the one that gives you the nice, sexy tuck sleeve. And I think this was a smart choice right here. This is a really appealing package. Like, let's be honest, you could see this on Amazon, or not on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble shelves. It would not bat an eye if I saw something like this. It looks so sleek. $129. I got no problems with that price point for what you're getting here. This looks like a lifetime style game, the kind of thing that you're going to invest hundreds of hours in potentially. And then you get the free dragons and the free classes pack. So everybody gets the free classes pack. So that's how they're kind of getting away with the dragon. And I got to say that's pretty awesome, because at the end of the day, you're like, I missed out on the dragon, but you know what? I still get all these minis here, and I'm assuming these minis are going to continue to grow as we hit more stretch goals, because that's typically how board games work on here. But let's see if it's the same for role-playing games. Get all our hardcover books in a hard slipcase that will, this is, and I think $129, I think that's reasonable right there. $179, this is where you get a boatload of minis and scenario packs, which I don't, and is that the big one? No, that's not the big one. The Super Kit is the big one. Is it? Yes. Nope, it's not the big one, because the big one is actually a board game kit? What? Board game bundle. What the hell is this? Are these board games? So these come with, so this I think could have been, I don't know if this was handled the best. Are these board games, or are these like role? Because this looks like a board game at first glance, but it's in fact not. It's a role-playing game thing. But this says board game bundle, so this is just for people if they just want the 4 board games and they don't want any of the role-playing stuff. I will be very interested to see how many people take that particular offer, because I feel like most people here are for the role-playing. That's why I love the fact that Kickstarter lets us see this. So let's check it out. So, add-on pass. If you only want a few specific add-ons, if you're interested but can't pull the trigger yet. So if you want add-ons, 196 people, 5. All right, 1 digital book, 35 people, not that many. Hardcover book plus PDF, I'll be very curious. So 25, once again, not very popular. And I predicted at the beginning, I think the whale will be the most popular one on this. Even though that slipcase one is very sexy as well, just a slipcase. $69 for this one. This is all digital, all PDF at $138. That makes sense to me. Essential Kit. So this is the one that I thought could look really nice, be on a Barnes & Noble shelf, $1,248. Awesome. Yeah, miniatures and cards. So this is really going to be very interesting to me, because this just includes minis pretty much, right? Miniatures and cards. Wow. So they have 1,200 people at this pledge level and 1,700 people at this pledge level. That means that they have spectacular pledge levels that people really, really want. When you see numbers that big across different ones, that tells me they know their market and they are aiming at it. Because how many times we looked over here, there's like 17 pledge levels. Just be like, this one has 2. And it's just like, that's such a waste. Hats off. Hats off for knowing their customers. And they should know their customers, because their customers left them like 37,000 comments grand total in 2 other updates. Top-notch customer service. I love it. All right, it's a party. It's not a Kickstarter. It's a party. They even said it themselves. Back Super Kit, the $249. So this gets you the RPGs plus the minis. And this is the whale, I do believe. 2,204 people want the whale. And then, yes, the board game bundle. This one I was the one really interested in. 122. So there is still people there. 122. Interesting. But the big one, 2,204. Hats off right there. Hot diggity dog. All right, so all the thing I want is the shipping, and let's see if the shipping is included in here. No, it's not, so I still need to know the shipping. But do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? I feel like the price is reasonable, once again, because you have to realize that this is RPG books, which means, every page is the work, All right. The books, Adventures in the Realm of Madness. This is all cool. More stuff, more in-depth stuff. I just want the shipping. Like, that's the last real thing I need. I feel like at this point, most people are like, all right, I'm in. Read a sample. That's awesome. I would almost have that higher. Love that. Player's Guide to Tanares. Cool stuff, things. Read a sample. That's awesome as well. Add-ons new to Kickstarter. Probably not, but let's double check. Ooh, this is real nice. This is clean, clear, looks great. Pledge breakdowns. I just want shipping. Let's see, how many new people? 107. Yeah, most people not. But still, it's there. But I would say, I always say things should go higher, things should go lower. I feel like if you have 107 people who are new here and who need to know about that, that's great. But you have, let's look at this, 5,700 people who need to know about shipping. Granted, it's like 5,400 if you're factoring in PDFs and whatnot, but shipping, I think, is more important than that, so put the shipping higher. Pledge breakdown. Okay, so now we have this. So this is kind of just like going over this thing again that we saw earlier, but in kind of a weird fashion. Is this good? I don't know if this is really good. I don't know if I really like this. Essentials kit. Oh, okay. So now I see. I'm looking at it the wrong way. Okay. Cool. And you know what? I actually do like this because I was a little bit confused about what the hell was going on between these bottom 3 pledges. So I can appreciate this. Especially if they make the games add-ons. Hopefully they make the games add-ons. Gold Dragon, $29. Look at that. That is sexy. $15 in any pledge higher than $150. They're even lowballing us. I love it. Great, great. I'd love to see the inches on that, millimeters, what have you. Both of them, preferably. Upgrade to the painted. What? So I do feel like that is a bit of a tactical misstep here. The fact that I can order that painted is something that I should have known about, I think, already. Because I think this whole thing just becomes easier for some people if it's like, whoa, that gigantic dragon painted. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. That is, yeah, that's the kind of thing you'd look and you'd see in like a hobby shop. You know, like, for real, the kind of thing you see it, like, you go to like a Clem's Collectibles or a hobby, I guess that's a local thing, but that's awesome. Beautiful. Character pack. I think they should sell that a little bit hotter. So the character pack with minis. Cool, you're focusing on the minis. Whatevs. Don't care. I just want the shipping. Plus stretch goals. And that's the other thing. Man, stretch goals should be way higher. Don't make me go through all this just because I want to see your stretch goals, because I'm sure you probably have hit a bunch of stretch goals. Play solo without a GM. What? Couldn't we already do that? Couldn't we already do that? Okay. I thought, if that's interesting. This page 200 and 200 allows you to experience the entirety of the adventure in the realms of madness without a GM. So I honestly got the impression that you didn't need that. But so that's an add-on you need to get. I think they should mention that a little bit more clearly. Pack. Oof. Sexy minis. Whatevs. Cool minis. Stretch goals. Good minis. Minis. There's the minis. We're getting to the minis part. And then, oh my gosh. Now we're just getting into elaborate painted miniatures. Oh my goodness. This thing looks spectacular. Okay, cool. And now we're shipping. And now, hey, we're talking about our board games. What's up? It feels like we're just inventorying stuff here. Which, hey, it is what it is. Cool. I still just need shipping. I'm just here for shipping. I just want your whale. As 2,000 other people did. And you're making it really difficult for me to know the other very crucial part of the price, which is the shipping. How far do I have to scroll before I get to it? Community challenges. This is why I hate the industry standard. And oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Imagine if this was the first thing you watch that video, you're impressed. Because remember, I said that was a top-notch video. I love that video. And then I come down to here, and I see this, and I say, what the hell is going on? And I realize that this is, in fact, the stretch goal area. And I want you to just imagine this is the first thing you see after that 3-minute video. Or if you don't watch the video, this is the first thing you see. And you're like, what's going on? And you're like, oh, we're hitting stuff? We're hitting stretch goals? Rules for betting? Wow, why did they start at $1.2 million? What the hell? Where'd the rest of... Wait, so there are 4 more chapters of stretch goals that we have hit? Because if that is in fact the case, I need to go on this entire ride. That's part of the fun of stretch goals, is going on the ride and unlocking and seeing everything that's been unlocked. So I do not like this. No, I don't. Rules for betting in arena fights? That's a banger. Extra floors. This is also going the opposite way. And typically you go the other way. Extra floors, magical research tower, 10 GM-less adventure deck, 10 cards. That's spectacular. 6 new locations, adventure hooks for Province Bennett. Oh, just more places to explore. Extra tall miniatures. I don't even know what this is. 3 new monsters. Oh, and we're going. So now we're into 4. Yeah, so I honestly would have started at 1 and just kept going down, and then just bam, hit me with those prices. And if you want to maybe interweave in there somewhere just how your reputation, because that was great too. But honestly, I feel like you have the excitement so hot right now. It's just, you just focus on this. Because this is, look at this. Look at this. These are minis. Just things and stuff and so many. And these are micro stretch goals, which means you're going to have to check back on a daily or at least a few times through the week to see everything you've unlocked. Oh my goodness. Project funded. First thing. That's what I see. And then I just go through here and I say, oh, I'm getting an extra miniature and villain card. Oh, I'm getting extra new monsters and spider miniatures and this and that. And it's just... Whew, it's a ride. I feel like your ride was a little bit reversed, though. I think it did, but I don't think it really needs to be. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So then we have the reviews. Okay, they invest in their product. It was not just a one-off. They are making things better, improving things, and moving forward. My number one campaign, they just knocked it out of the park. Okay. That's impressive. They invested in their product. It was not just so... You know, I don't know enough about role-playing games to really comment on that. What is a Tanares RPG?
Welcome back to the Wintry Wyvern.
So I guess, what do I want here? I just want a full gameplay? Is that what I want? Just feel like Kickstarter previews. Okay. So this is someone talking about the free one-shot adventure download. So they have something like that. So that's the other thing. Can I do that? Because if I could, I would mention that a little bit higher. Maybe that was the download the read the thing. RPG for free sample pack and Kickstarter. So also, this is a whole thing that people do. They download these free sample packs on these different Kickstarters and they do them. That seems like a great idea. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should get somebody to teach me how to roleplay and I could do some of this stuff. All right, production timeline. I'm just here for the shipping, bro. April, May 2022. Damn, that's ambitious. That is insanely ambitious. I take that one with a grain of salt. But still, you know, they have this here. Looks good. Translations. Reputable local publishers in charge of the translation. We have content publishers offering 3 books in the following languages. Fulfillment. I just want the shipping. Table of estimates. Is this the shipping? You called it fulfillment? What the hell does that mean? About a month after the Kickstarter ends, we will send you a link to another website, the Pledge Manager. You will confirm your rewards, inform me, blah, blah, blah. You will ship your rewards to several international hubs, at which point we should obtain customs clearance in the following friendly regions. If you live in one of them, you won't need to head to your customs office. Okay, so they're saying US, Canada, Mexico, EU, and UK. We got your back. Everybody else, get bent. Actually, these ones as well. And let's see if those are the most popular companies. They probably are. United States, Germany, which has been crushing it realistically. Canada, United Kingdom. So pretty much they're banking on just these specific regions. But it looks like they're going to be providing $14. $14, I'd say is not the best to the USA, but to Europe and Australia and East Asia, damn, that's a great price. So I guess I don't have a big issue with this. Just know that you're going to get jacked with a VAT if you don't live in one of these places. But if you're getting the Essential Kit, $29 for what I'm getting, I don't think I bat an eye at it. Because the Essential Kit is, once again, the big popular one, right? No, that's actually not. Okay, so this is a terrible shipping section, and I hate it, and it makes me cry. Because your most popular... So let's see. A hardcover book. This is the only shipping thing you have, and I really want to break this down for why I'm so annoyed. A hardcover book is 25 people with this. So goodness, you covered 25 people with this. Good on you. All right? Like, that's not a huge chunk. And then in this one, you helped out 1,248, and much better. Awesome. But then you also were like, hey, you 20 people get bent. And hey, oh yeah, the majority, 2204, we're not even going to tell you how much your damn shipping is. And that, I feel like, is a big tactical misstep, and it's just like, why wouldn't you do it? Break down the estimates for your pledge levels, for every single one of your pledge levels, or just, like, and you had to know that the big one was going to be immensely popular, right? I just imagine that most people in the back of their head, because I even said it, I bet that one that you'd find at a Barnes & Noble, I think that's going to be very popular, but at the end of the day, I think the Whale is going to be the big one. The Whale was the big one, nearly by 100%. It's 2,200 to 1,200. And so to not have the shipping there, it's just inexcusable, and it's just, get that up there. That just seems so no-brainer. And I know that they're going to be like, yeah, but we're hitting so many stretch goals, we don't know exactly how much it's going to weigh. That's why you just give an estimate. Just an estimate. That's all you need. Estimate's a nice warm security blanket. Our partners, Amazon, I believe that, and I love them spotlighting these companies. If you played board games, chances are you've gotten some board games from one of these companies before. All right. Now we're going into a little more detail about the people, their board games. Cool. And we are done. Let's check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments, see what we're doing in there to keep people excited. The rewards are confusing. Can you help me choose the right one? I would personally agree. Yeah, it was a little bit confusing. It will be our pleasure. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. But if you see that, that just says you could make it a little bit clearer. What is a pledge manager? What are the miniatures made of? Will they be pre-assembled? Are they STLs? Yeah, those are really important things to mention somewhere. Okay. Whatever. It looks like a routine one. So let's cheat. 19 comments and 18 comments. That's terrible. That is really bad, and that tells me you're not tickling the Kickstarter algorithms, which I'm very surprised by. when I saw how popping your comment section was in your previous campaigns. And what I'm saying here is 19 comments when there is 5,742 people here is just, it's not that many. And all you have to do is ask a question. At the end of the day, is an update good? It depends on how much engagement it gets. And while you are getting hearts, that's great. Comments are what keeps tickling that Kickstarter algorithm, keeps you up top. Because right now you're number 1 or number 2. I don't remember which one it was. But what happens next week when another big RPG comes out, another big board game comes out? You know, this is where you show the staying power, especially considering, you know, you were a little bit of a one-trick pony. You had 1 million front-loaded with that free Golden Dragon. Now can you sustain with just the stretch goals? And at the position of the stretch goals, I feel like that's just not the best spot for them. But that's, okay, neither here nor there. Today is a day of celebration, and only half of it has passed. We blazed past more stretch goals than I can count, and definitely more than I could properly explain in one sitting. And so they're going through these, cool, yada, 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 going through them. Projects we love, okay, whatevs. I've got to see Peter getting some love here, cool. Hi, congratulations on breaking 1 million. I pledged for the $179 miniatures and cards with free Golden Dragon. I added the 29 extra option to have it painted, but with the 168 paint gold, do I need to buy the 89? So once again, a little bit of confusion here. I sure hope we see that female Dragon Blade unlocked as a hero for the board game. Please note I have taken... So we did have people commenting because they're so excited about the project, which you should expect when you have 5,000 backers. This is a party. And I will tell you the secret right now. Dragori Games, here you go. Listen up. I'm going to give it right here to you to make this go from having 19 comments to having 100+ comments easily. And all you had to say was, of the above listed, which of these stretch goals gets you most excited? Or what kind of stretch goals would you like to see more in the future? Because that's such a reasonable question. And people are here. These people are here. They're excited about your stretch goals. They're excited about what they're going to get. And they're going to be willing to talk about it. They damn sure are going to be willing to talk about it. So I think you need to engage them. So updates, underwhelmed. Massively underwhelmed. And that's really unfortunate because I've yet to see... I want to see a big Kickstarter, like Avatar, do just an absolutely rockin' update section where they're getting thousands of comments. But unfortunately, they don't ask the damn questions. It annoys me. I hope there's some physical rewards for the Essential Kit. I might be missing some, but everything looks like it's more for solo, mini, and card on the one big RPG. Since I was a late pledge for Darcy Amateur, I can copy your comment to the update for you. Besides the creatures themselves, all bases have compliments. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is just to make sure that they are popping in for customer service. And I see them, yeah, they're in here, they're commenting, they're collaborating, and that's why I always think it's a great idea to have that. They're not as active as I'd like to see, but honestly, this is so freaking busy. This is everything I've scrolled just in the last 2 hours. It's going to be really hard to manage this sort of thing. But what I also am seeing is a lot of super backers as I scroll, which means they can kind of help run this place. Because that's super backers are just awesome. So what's my final grade on this one? Do I want it? I was convinced in the video. I thought the video was very, very well done. I like the main image. Yes. Can you do it? Yes. You have previous campaigns. You bragged about it a little bit. You gave me that very long list of pedigree of people and what they've worked on and spotlighted that. And I thought that was a great shot. Can you do it? Yes. Feel super comfortable. How much is it? I feel like the price is reasonable as long as you're in one of those friendly shipping areas. So at the end of the day, what's my final grade on this one? I can't go in the A's. I just can't go in the A's, especially with the placement of the shipping section, the placement of the stretch goal area. So I'm going to go with a solid B+ on this Kickstarter. I think it's a very well ran one. The idea to have that first day dragon, the proof's in the pudding there. But I'll be very interested to see how this one does now that first day is over. Can they capture the buzz? We'll see. But if you enjoy this kind of content, please be sure to just leave a comment. Let me know about anything I said on here because that will tickle my YouTube algorithms and it really helps me out a lot. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.